Hey there, fellow seekers of wisdom. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into the profound teachings of one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius. In this video, we'll explore his 9 Stoic rules for a better life, distilled from his timeless work, Meditations. So if you're ready to gain some invaluable insights and strategies to live a more fulfilling life, stay tuned because you're in for a treat. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content like this. Let's get started. 1. Put people first. One of the most inspiring anecdotes about the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius comes from the darkest period of the Antonine Plague, a devastating pandemic that claimed the lives of millions. Rome's economy was in ruins, and the streets were filled with suffering and death. It seemed like an utterly hopeless situation. So, what did Marcus Aurelius decide to do? He strolled through the opulent halls of the imperial palace and began marking various items for sale. For a duration of 2 months, he transformed the palace grounds into an impromptu marketplace, selling items such as jewels, robes, and couches. These were luxurious possessions that belonged to the emperor himself. What makes this narrative so remarkable is the message it conveys. Marcus Aurelius was essentially saying, I won't prioritize my personal comfort and opulence when so many people are struggling. He chose to engage in small but impactful acts of compassion. This act is reminiscent of a modern-day CEO who takes a salary reduction during a tough economic period, an athlete who restructures their contract to help their team bring in new talent, or a leader who sacrifices and perseveres, prioritizing the well-being of the people over their own comfort and desires. This is a powerful illustration of what true greatness entails, and it's why I find this story about Marcus Aurelius so compelling. 2. Another path is always open. You may feel trapped, but the Stoics want you to understand that while one path may appear closed, there's always another route open. The obstacle to taking action often pushes us to find an alternative way forward. What stands in our way can become the way forward. Marcus Aurelius isn't suggesting that nothing can ever impede your progress. He's emphasizing that when one avenue is blocked, there are other avenues available. You always have the opportunity to practice virtue and pursue excellence. You can change and adapt based on the circumstances. We may not control what happens to us, but we control how we respond. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy. So even if one path is obstructed or a door closes, remember that a window remains open. When someone opposes you, blocks your path, or prevents you from proceeding, they can't stop you from being patient, practicing forgiveness, or exploring new directions. You can change your course, try something different, and grow from the experience. The Stoics emphasize that no one can prevent us from accommodating, adapting, changing, and integrating the obstacles in our path into new opportunities and paths forward. This is the essence of the obstacle is the way, the idea that it's impossible to get stuck because we always retain our ability to choose and change. 3. Take it step by step. We often have a clear understanding of what needs to be done. We possess the knowledge and information required to tackle a task. The real challenge, however, lies in taking action. Marcus Aurelius points out that we could choose to do something good today, but instead, we procrastinate and say we'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination is a common problem. We delay starting that diet, writing the novel, or cleaning the house. If success were solely about having information, everyone would be fit, healthy, and productive. We all know what needs to be done. The real issue is our failure to take action. This is why the Stoics emphasize the discipline of action. Ultimately, it's not about what we say or think, it's about what we do. The key is taking the necessary steps. Progress happens incrementally, one step at a time. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that no one can prevent us from taking that first step towards our goals. So instead of procrastinating, take action now. 4. Discard your anxiety. Developing self-awareness is crucial for recognizing and managing our emotions. It's about being able to identify and acknowledge when we're feeling discomfort, anxiety, or any other emotional state and understanding the root causes. The pandemic brought about an unexpected situation for many, where the usual external factors causing stress were minimized. Yet, as you mentioned, anxiety didn't necessarily decrease. This is a common experience. As Marcus Aurelius pointed out in his Meditations, he realized that anxiety wasn't solely connected to external circumstances, but had an internal component. He said he discarded anxiety, realizing that it resided within him. This realization is a breakthrough because it highlights that our internal responses and thought patterns contribute significantly to our emotional experiences. By developing self-awareness, we can gain insight into our emotional reactions and work on managing them effectively. Instead of attributing anxiety solely to external factors, we can recognize our own role in it and take steps to address it. 5. Well begun is half done. Marcus Aurelius had a disciplined morning routine that contributed to his success. Despite not necessarily wanting to get up early, he made himself do it, recognizing that he was meant to fulfill his duties as a human being rather than stay comfortably under the covers. His morning routine included journaling, where he documented his private thoughts to improve himself. Afterward, he focused on his most important task of the day, approaching it with unwavering concentration and the mindset that he should do it as if it were the last thing he would ever do. Marcus Aurelius's morning routine was purposeful and well-structured, ensuring that he began each day on the right foot and set himself up for success. Starting the day with a disciplined routine can help you take control of your day right from the beginning. 6. Be strict with yourself. Self-discipline is a personal commitment that you've made to yourself, and it's important to remember that it applies exclusively to you. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the idea of being tolerant and understanding with others while maintaining strict discipline when it comes to yourself. The purpose of self-discipline is self-improvement and self-mastery, not to become condescending, patronizing, or controlling toward other people. It's crucial to leave others to their own decisions, including their mistakes and approaches to life, while focusing on your own discipline and personal growth. 7. Don't resent people. Marcus Aurelius often expressed his frustration and annoyance with other people in his Meditations. He didn't shy away from acknowledging the challenges presented by interactions with others. However, he saw these challenges as opportunities to put Stoic philosophy into practice. The idea that the obstacle is the way is about embracing these obstacles, including difficult people, as a means to cultivate virtues. In the face of frustrating or obnoxious individuals, Stoicism encourages us to practice the virtues we believe in. It's an opportunity to be just in the face of injustice, temperate when confronted with intemperance, and courageous when surrounded by cowardice. Rather than resenting people, Stoicism teaches us to use these challenges as a path to self-improvement and becoming better individuals. 8. Ask yourself, is this essential? Marcus Aurelius encourages us to reflect on the essential nature of our actions and responsibilities. Often we find ourselves caught up in busyness that may not truly matter or be essential. He advises us to ask ourselves whether what we're doing and saying is essential. By constantly questioning the essentiality of our actions, we can eliminate unnecessary tasks and focus on what truly matters. This process not only helps us declutter our lives, but also allows us to devote more attention and effort to the things that are truly important. It's about doing fewer things, but doing them better and more meaningfully. So, it's essential to regularly evaluate our actions, asking if they are truly essential, and adjust our priorities accordingly. 9. Remember these mantras. These are 3 important lessons from Stoic philosophy. Amor fati. Embrace the concept of amor fati, which means loving your fate. Instead of dwelling on what has happened to you, see it as an opportunity to make something of it. Fate has chosen this for you, and by accepting and embracing it, you can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and brightness. Service to others. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of doing things for the common good and contributing to your community and humanity as a whole. The fruit of a good life is seen in your character and the positive impact you have on others. It's not just about personal gain, but also about what you do for the well-being of others. Memento mori. Remember that you could leave life at any moment. This realization should guide your actions, thoughts, and words. Life is short and fragile, so live each day as if it were your last. This perspective encourages you to make the most of your time and prioritize what truly matters. These lessons encourage us to approach life with resilience, a focus on the common good, and a sense of urgency to make the most of our time.